We are diving straight into the future of education as the University of Alabama at Birmingham Libraries teams up with K-12 educators to tackle the AI revolution. Faculty from UAB Libraries hosted a vital no-cost workshop, Partnering for Progress, to equip teachers and librarians with the essential knowledge they need right now. They explored the practical applications and implications of artificial intelligence in the classroom, creating a direct line between expert librarians and the educators across Alabama school districts. This session covered everything from generative AI tools to navigating new digital literacy standards set for 2026.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we shift gears completely and look at the high-stakes world of enterprise security, where artificial intelligence agents are becoming incredibly powerful and complex. Cisco is stepping up the defense game by integrating its AI defense with Google's Agent Development Kit. This powerful combination means that AI agents can now call tools and act across multiple steps, which introduces serious new security challenges regarding data crossing boundaries. We'll explore exactly how this integration provides runtime protection, ensuring that sensitive data stays secure as these agents operate in real-world systems. Our third story takes us into the realm of government regulation and the potential for AI to reshape the legal landscape. Democracy Forward has uncovered documents showing that DOGE pitched an AI tool called SweetRex to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. This tool was designed to analyze and potentially eliminate federal housing rules by recommending which regulations should be kept, deleted, or partially deleted. We examine the alarming assumptions behind this pitch and the serious concerns that AI might be misinterpreting complex U.S. laws and the rulemaking process. And finally, we look at the broader implications of this technology, and you won't want to miss this. We're talking about how powerful AI tools are being deployed in areas that touch everything from school policy to federal lawmaking, and the speed at which this is happening is staggering. From AI literacy in Alabama schools to the deep security implications of agent technology and the potential for AI to overhaul federal regulation, the future is here and it's moving fast. Stay with us as we break down all these critical stories. The University of Alabama at Birmingham Libraries are actively collaborating with K-12 educators across Alabama to enhance media and artificial intelligence literacy within the community. In late April, UAB Libraries hosted a no-cost workshop titled Partnering for Progress, designed to share knowledge about AI applications and implications for the classroom and build connections between educators and expert librarians. This initiative directly addresses the growing need among educators for guidance on navigating the use of artificial intelligence tools. The workshop drew participants from numerous Alabama school districts, including Birmingham, Huntsville, Tuscaloosa, and Opelika, among others. The curriculum was developed by Associate Professor and Media Literacy Librarian Brooke Becker and Reference Librarian for Education and Educational Technology, Summer Upton. During the session, attendees engaged in discussions about generative AI, exploring the necessary skills students and educators must develop, and reviewing freely available online resources. Guest speaker Jordan Fancher provided crucial insight into the new Alabama digital literacy and computer science standards, which aim to foster computational thinking, digital citizenship, and technical skills starting in the 2026-2027 school year, offering practical tips on incorporating AI standards into school curricula. Following the morning session, participants moved into practical application, focusing on developing AI policies for their administrators and learning to utilize tools like Google Notebook LM. A whole group discussion addressed common concerns, including the differences between various Gen AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude, alongside critical ethical considerations such as privacy and accuracy. Librarians and teachers expressed positive feedback on the resources provided. Button Smith, a librarian at Pizitz Middle School, noted the availability of resources for creating AI policies and teaching appropriate usage. April Wallace, a library media specialist, reported that the workshop helped alleviate concerns regarding potential negative consequences of AI, such as environmental impact, loss of creativity, and privacy issues. Hannah Holliday, chair of the English department at Oplica High School, emphasized a key takeaway: viewing AI as a skill rather than just a tool. She noted that the guidance received from UAB faculty has boosted her confidence in helping students navigate the ethical use of AI, encouraging the community to implement similar protective measures at scale. Zacks Investment Research has reported that an artificial intelligence platform is quietly transforming the business of Palantir Technologies, PLTR. The research, published on May 11, 2026, suggests significant underlying changes within PLTR's operations driven by advancements in AI platforms. The report, featured on the Zacks Equity Research Analyst blog, indicates that this transformation is taking place subtly, but is set to have a major impact on the company's trajectory. The analysis implies that the integration of AI technology is reshaping how Palantir operates and delivers its services, signaling a potential shift in its market position and future growth prospects for investors. Cisco has integrated its AI defense technology with Google's Agent Development Kit, ADK, to provide runtime protection for AI agents, ensuring security controls follow the agent from local development through to deployment on the Gemini Enterprise Agent platform. Agents capable of calling tools and retrieving context across multiple steps present new security challenges. Untrusted prompt content can manipulate tool behavior, and tool outputs can inadvertently leak sensitive data. This shifts the security focus from merely assessing the model's answer to scrutinizing what the agent does and what data crosses runtime boundaries. The integration allows Cisco AI Defense to plug directly into the ADK lifecycle, embedding runtime controls without requiring developers to build a separate security workflow. This is achieved by leveraging the clear lifecycle boundaries already defined within the ADK for model and tool execution, which create natural inspection points where agent behavior changes. Developers have flexibility in applying protection through two main patterns: using the plugin path for shared application-wide controls across the ADK runtime, or using callbacks for agent-specific protection. For instance, a sensitive data request can be monitored in a live workflow and then blocked in enforce mode at the tool response stage, making the enforcement decision auditable and clear for both developers and security teams. A significant benefit is the consistency of the security model. The same runtime policy travels with the agent, allowing teams to use a single security pattern for local testing and hosted execution on agent runtime. This eliminates the need for disparate security patterns across environments. This approach aligns security with the framework lifecycle, making it easier for teams to adopt protection as agents move from prototyping to real-world systems. By integrating into existing extension points, the solution accelerates the path from prototype to hosted runtime, turning agent protection from an abstract requirement into a tangible, adoptable feature. A controversial proposal to use artificial intelligence for the mass elimination of federal housing regulations was pitched to the Department of Housing and Urban Development, according to documents obtained by Democracy Forward. The pitch, involving a tool named SweetRex, outlined a multi-step process where an AI would analyze all HUD regulations and recommend whether to keep, delete, or partially delete each rule. Attorneys and agency staff would then make the final decisions. DOGE's pitch to HUD employees was that the tool would automate time-consuming deregulation steps, freeing up legal and policy teams to focus on high-value work, claiming a potential 90% reduction in rulemaking time. However, sources familiar with the Freedom of Information Act submissions suggest the explicit instructions given by DOGE created a default assumption that regulations should be rescinded. One source noted that the prompting directed the large language models, LLMs, toward a deregulatory outcome, stating, The default case is proposed regulatory eliminations. This raises concerns that AI tools, being sycophantic, will adopt the preferred outcome of their users. The documentation indicated the deregulation goal was to eliminate provisions deemed to represent potential overreach or unnecessary burdens beyond congressional legislation. While DOGE projected that reviewing 100,000 comments would take only 2.4 hours using SweetTracks, critics argue this baseline ignores the reality of complex rulemaking. A former Department of Labor source pointed out that the tool's assumptions did not account for the weeks often required for human review of comments, suggesting the proposed timeline was unrealistic. Furthermore, questions were raised about the AI's ability to determine compliance with new rules, especially those open to interpretation. The documents reference the Supreme Court's 2024 Loper Bright Enterprises v. Raimondo ruling, which emphasized that courts must exercise independent judgment regarding an agency's statutory authority, a nuanced judgment that critics contend is infeasible for current LLMs to perform. Democracy Forward expressed alarm over the perceived rushed and rudimentary understanding of U.S. laws and the rulemaking process demonstrated in the proposal, questioning whether outsourcing this analysis undermines the authority granted to Congress and human agencies.